Hey guys, Peter Shopping Tricksters. Okay, start of this video is going to be a continuation of the previous video where I set up the enclosure, which is behind me right now, and I will re-situate you guys and show that off to you. Here, temperatures are running about normal where I want them at, about 93 degrees-ish. If you dig all the way down into the substrate and get to the plastic, it's running about 96. I did adjust the thermostat down just a tiny bit, but we're going to keep an eye on it and make sure the temperatures are going to stay where I want them to be, right around 90 to 91. So that's why I dropped the temp down just a slight bit. The enclosure's been running for a little while, for several hours, many hours actually, during the filming of this. It's been at least 2 days since I've set this enclosure up, and we are going to switch over Azathoth, which is our blind snake. We're going to put her in there and get her water bowl in there and let her chill out for a few days and see how she does. We will try feeding her maybe in 3 or 4 days. I'm not going to feed her on feed day probably. We'll wait a day or two after, let her get situated in the enclosure, get chill out, and that was cute, I'm sorry. I have her tub open and she just yawned at me. So we're going to get that going, and then we're going to go on to the next part of the video, which will be, one of the things I'm going to have at the show, starting probably on the 15th and 16th of Valpo. I'll probably have them with me. Don't know if I'm going to have them out or anything, but we'll see. I'm definitely going to have them on the 1st and the 2nd of March in Crown Point. So I get one of those out and get that let you guys look at that, and we will go through all that. So without further ado, we're going to get into this, and I'm going to quickly get her over into her new enclosure, get her water done, and then I need to clean her tub out and move a couple girls around. That will be done off camera, of course. But yeah, let's get going. Okay guys, I got you guys moved. Oh, she's yawning again. She's very cute when she does that. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up. Let me oil that hinge because it is noisy. Go ahead and, she is in shed, so I expect her to shed out in the next few days as well. So here she is, our blind girl Azathoth. We're going to go ahead and get her into this enclosure. This will be all new for her. New digs. I'm going to clear out a little spot here, probably on the left side of the enclosure, here in the corner. And that is where I am going to place her water bowl in there. She does have a large crock water bowl. It's going to go right here. Will it stay there? Maybe, maybe not. Grab some more of the coconut. Hi, honey. Yeah, you're going to explore a little bit. You exploring a bit, and that's fine. But you're kind of in my way right now. Can I move you? Here. Yes. There. Alright, so she's good to go now. We're going to let her chill out in there for a while and explore her new enclosure. She should not be able to push this open. Even if she does, I'm not too worried about being able to find her if I have to. So Azathoth has been moved. And I'm going to move her QR code over to the new enclosure here. I think I still have some Velcro left. Let me see. I do. I have a couple pieces left. So now that I have a new printer, which is another thing, I have a new printer now. I can actually start printing out some more of these. I just need to get around to do it. This all peeled off here. I've got some pre-cut pieces of Velcro here I'm going to use for this. So, yes, it has a Thoughts barcode, QR code, whatever you want to call it. So be it. I'm actually going to place it. I'll put it over here on this side. And just stick it to the enclosure. That shouldn't interfere with the doorway, right? No, we're good. If it does, I can always readjust it. So good. Her QR code has been moved. She's in her new enclosure. And I'm going to clean out her old one. So we're going to get going on the next part of this video. All right, guys, we are back. We're rolling. Yeah, we're rolling. All right. So next part of this video is going to be this. I have a handful of these that I'm going to be taking to the next show with us, and it's going to be an enclosure, all in one. All in one. Got your locking lid. This is a 32 quart. Yeah, 32 quart. You got your thermostat. Will come with this. You got 2 hides, large hides. I will have some small hides available as well if necessary. You'll have a piece of heat tape. I'm gonna actually open this all the way up and check it out and see how it works. You have a water bowl, small water bowl. Even for a little bit bigger animal, that'll be plenty of water to start with. You can always change. They can always change out the water bowls later on if necessary. Small water bowl. So then, and also optional item they can also pick up is a thermostat, infrared thermometer. Not thermostat. It's a thermometer like I have here. My heat gun, wherever I put it at. I just had it and I don't know where I set it now. It's around here someplace. There it is. It's underneath the lid here. So one of these. It's not the exact same one I have here. I've had this one for several years. But I do have, you'll have the option to pick this up as well at the table if you would like to purchase that. All you do is shine a little red dot there and it tells you how warm you are. This one runs on AAA batteries. Batteries do come with this. That's what's rattling around in there. They do come with the batteries already with it. And I'm also going to add a piece of silver tape for the heat tape. It's going to only be about this long. So I will absolutely go ahead and tear this off here. So you guys are going to get some heat tape, which is here. Where I set that now. Heat tape, piece of tape for the heat tape to tape it to the bottom of the tub. You're going to get 2 hides. You're going to get a thermostat. You're going to get a water bowl, and if you would like, you're going to get 2 bags of Coke Rupta Chip, which will fill up this tub nicely for 1 to 2 times. And you're also, or you can also buy a full block of Rupta Chip, which will fill 72 quarts of stuff, of tubs, whatever you're using. So yeah, that's what you're going to get. And then of course your locking lid to lock shut, and you can keep your animal in here for quite a while actually. This is how we started. We started with some 28 quarts, a little bit smaller size than what this one is, and I kept 5 snakes in there for some 3-4 months. This is how we did it, and they did just perfectly fine in there. One other option you may do is you can take a soldering iron and burn some holes, a hole on each side. Yeah, these are 32 quart tubs. So they're plenty big enough, even for a small animal, as long as you have some hides in here. And depending on the size of your animal, the smaller hides that I have are roughly this size here. I do have one of mine right here. So this is the small size. It is very small. This one's dirty. Apologies. It needs washed, is why it's sitting over there right now. I haven't had a chance to wash the couple that are there. But this is the size of the small. But I will more than likely have 2 larges with the enclosures, so that you can use that as your first setup if you don't have one. And of course, the thermometer is extra if you wanted that. Price wise, I'm still working on that. It won't be too terribly much. But while I got you guys here, we are going to go ahead and unroll this piece of heat tape here, because I'm wondering if it's going to be a little too wide. So, oh yeah, it's going to be too long to go lengthwise, which isn't a bad thing. Not a bad thing. Also, we're going to look at this real quick. This says, "Thank you for purchasing electrical device." Okay. So, thing is this tape is a little bit longer than you'll actually need. which is fine. You really don't have to worry too much about that. I was a little worried about how long this heat tape was. I bought this from a different place this time. It was from not a bad place. It's from a incubator place. What does it just say on this right here? No, it does not. Incubator warehouse. There it is, right there. I bought it from the incubator warehouse. Wanted to try them out and see how they worked out. It's the exact same thing as you can get from Reptile Basics. Pre-made. I just got, they had one pre-made size already, and I went ahead and got that. So what I might do is go ahead and cut this to size. And yeah, because I only need a piece that's wide enough for this, and then keep the extra little pieces for whatever I may use them for. So this is what, 16, a piece that's probably 14 inches long will probably work well. And this is actually 24 inches, so it's 2 foot. So yeah, a piece 14 and a quarter would be just fine. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do with that. Like I said, this is still a work in progress. That's why I wanted to check these out first and then go from there and get them rolling. I do have stuff I can tape off the ends. These are the exact same thing. Yeah. So you should be able. I should be able to cut this with a piece of pair of scissors, and it'd be just fine. So that's what we're going to do with all of this stuff. We're going to cut them down to size. Just snip off a little bit. I might actually just do 12 inches. 12 inches won't hurt either. You can center it a little bit on one side of the enclosure. Yeah. 12 inches will be just fine. But like I said, so that'll give me some 12-inch pieces that I can use for different things. So yeah, the heat tape's amazing. You can do quite a bit with the heat tape. Now, if you were thinking about doing the enclosure this way, I don't actually recommend doing that. I recommend doing it this way. So that's what we have here. So yeah, so I may not cut it. I may just let it go. I'll tell them the heat tape's a little bit wider than the enclosure. That way they can run it either way they want. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Still, like I said, work in progress, man. I'm still learning. I'm trying to figure things out with this stuff. So, yeah, so you'll get the, I'm not going to cut the heat tape. They can use it whichever way they want. And then we'll let them know that it is a bit longer in case they want, whichever way they want to set up the enclosure. So there's your setup. You get your instructions for your heat tape. You got your thermostat. You've got 2 hides. You've got a water bowl. And you also have Reptile chip if you want the bags or if you want a block. I know the bags are going to go for $5 each, so $10 worth of Reptile chip will get you a nice thick layer, probably up to here, roughly all the way around the enclosure. Nice thick layer of coconut, and with the locking lid, you really don't have to worry too much about your animal getting out. They'll try and get out, but they shouldn't be able to. And if you really get worried about it, you can always take some clips or something to put on the outside. I happen to have a bunch of these here. You can take these out and just clip that to the side of the enclosure. So yeah, or you can put something on top, stack something on top, and they shouldn't be able to push their way out of here. So they will try. Snakes try. So here's your first enclosure, if you want one. It's a whole all-in-one thing. I don't have a price for it yet. I'm not gonna ask an exuberant amount of money for it. I've already figured I'm not gonna make much money off of this to begin with anyway. If somebody wants one. So yeah. But prices will be at the reptile shows once I figure out the exact price I'm going to charge for an all-in-one. I may even do a deal as to buy the setup and get a free normal ball python while supplies last, of course. for the normals. I only have a couple normals, but that might be a Sunday deal that we do. But still up in the air on that. So yeah, stay tuned for that. If you want to check out the enclosure in person, come to the reptile shows, check it out. So yeah, it should work out really, really well. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys at the shows if you live close by. And shout out to my adopted son Tyler. Found out he lost another snake last night, and I'm really upset about that. I feel really bad for him, but so yeah, hopefully we get to see him in person soon. And hang in there, Tyler. All right, buddy. As far as everybody else, I'm gonna get out of here and jump over to Patreon real quick and do some stuff here in the room. I'm actually gonna probably change out a couple of girls here real fast. I'm gonna move you guys up so you can see my face. You see the piece of Velcro on the floor that you can pick up. Oh, little squirt piece that I missed. But hey guys, until next time, guys, please stay safe. As always, like, share, subscribe. If you have any questions on anything I showed off today, or questions about azotox, questions about enclosures, questions about anything here in the room, questions about the puppies, I'll be glad to answer those for you. And like I said, if you have any questions about this setup, I will be happy to answer that. But until then, and until next time, please stay safe, and I'll see all you guys in the next video. Do all this stuff, please. Like, share, subscribe. Yeah, it helps me out a lot when you guys subscribe. So I'm going to get going on the Patreon video, and I'll see you guys in the next one, alright? Bye.